Hey, welcome back, beautiful people. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to draft a mermaid skirt. So the measurements needed are on the screen. Now I want to explain. For your above knee line, you are going to come up from your knee line by 4 or 5 inches, because you cannot do your knee tightening on your knee line. So from your knee line that you measure, that's from your waist to knee line, you are going to come up by 4 or 5 inches. That's for your above knee line. Now, because we are drafting directly on our fabric, we are going to be adding 0.5, that's half inch, to our hip depth and our above knee line, because the half inch, when we take out the half inch for our joining at the upper part, it will go back to the normal measurements. So having said that, the first thing we want to take is our waist circumference. As we all know, that measurement is going to be divided into 4. So your waist circumference divided into 4, you put down your measurements. Next is your hip circumference divided into 4, and then you put down that measurement. Now for your knee tightening, you can do from 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches. So if you take away 1 inch from your hip measurements, that means in total you're taking away 4 inches. If you take away 1.5, that means in total you're taking away 6 inches. If you do 2 inches, in total you're taking away 8 inches. So for this I used 2 inches. So whatever you use at the above knee line, you are going to bring that measurement down to the hemline. So you put that measurement down on the hemline, and then you're going to add 6 inches for your mermaid allowance. So 6 inches, you can do more than 6 inches, but because of the little fabric I had to work with, I did 5 inches plus 1 inch for my seam allowance. That's 6 inches. I was working with 2 yards of fabric and a hip of 45 inches, so I had to manage the fabric. So remember to put your seam allowance, because we are drafting directly on the fabric. Please do not forget, if not you're going to have a shortage. So remember to input your seam allowances. After that, we are going to connect from the knee line to the hemline, and then from the hip line to the knee line. Remember to add your seam allowance. I was doing a seam allowance of 1 inch. Seam allowance of 1 inch is just fine. On your hip, on your waistline also, you add your seam allowance, and then you connect it to your hip line. Connect it to your hip line. After that, we are going to be slanting our waist measurement, our waistline, because we know the waistline is not straight. We are going to be doing a slant of 1 inch on the center front, that's the center waist. We are going to be slanting it by 1 inch and connecting it back to the side. Connecting it back to the side. That's for the waist slant. And then at the hem, we are going to be going up by 2 inches for the hem slant to give it that nice shape at the hem. We're going to be going up by 2 inches at the side, and then just giving it a little curve back into the hemline. Back into the hemline. So remember to add your all necessary allowances. Your hemming allowance should have been added. If you are cutting directly on your fabric, you should have added your hemming allowance. So we are going to cut this off. Please guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please subscribe, share, like, comment. If you have a question, drop it in the comment section. I will gladly reply to your comments. Okay, so this is the back part. The first thing we are going to do is rule out our zipper allowance for the back, our 1 inch for the zipper allowance. So we are going to be marking that from the top till the hem of the fabric. 1-inch zipper allowance. We're going to roll that into a straight line from the waistline to the hem. After doing that, the next thing we're going to do is put down our hip depth and our above knee line, the same measurements used in front. The same measurements we used in front, our hip line and our above knee line. We are going to be placing that measurement on the back part and then roll into a straight line. The next thing we want to do is do our back tightening. So for the back tightening, whatever you use for your bodice, that's if it's a dress, that's what you're going to use for the skirt. But if it's just a skirt, whatever you normally use for your back tightening, you use it. For this, I use 0.75. From your back tightening, that's the new center back line, you're going to input your waist circumference divided by 4, and then on your hip line you're going to input your hip measurement. Now for the above knee line, for the knee tightening, in front we did 2 inches, but for the back we are going to be doing a little bit of contour. So we are going to be splitting the 2 inches between the center back and the side back. So I'm going to take 1 inch in from the zipper allowance at the knee line, and I'm going to mark my hip measurements divided by 4 minus 2 inches, and then wherever it stops I'm going to mark it. I hope you understand. If you do not understand, please rewind the video and listen again. So whatever you did at the knee line, you are going to do it at the hem line, same measurements, and then we are going to add the allowance at the side. Whatever you used in front, you use the same at the back. Please feel free to add the allowance you need or extra allowances. Like I said, I was working with the fabric I had. So in all, do not forget to add your side seam allowance. Please do not forget. After that, connect your lines. So we're going to be connecting this back from the hip to the waistline. At the center back too, you can see the way I connected it. You can see the illusion it gave the bum. It gives a bigger bum illusion as we contoured the center back. And then I'm going to connect it from the knee line to the old center back line. Like I just wanted to give more room. If I had more fabric, I would have even come out more than that. After that, we're going to input our new zipper allowance because we went in at the side. So we're just going to do that. Input the new zipper allowance. So after this, we are going to be cutting it out. Don't forget to do your 2 inches slant at the hem and give it a nice curve, and then we are going to be cutting this out and then placing on our lace fabric. We'll be using this to cut the lace fabric and our lining. We'll be using this to cut the lace fabric and our lining. So for the lace, there's not much work on the lace because we've done all the work on this, on the satin. So we're just going to be placing this on the lace. Fold your lace fabric and then cut exact thing. So dear designers, thank you for your support. Please do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time I post a new video. So we are going to be placing this satin on the lace and then just cut out. All you need to do is fold your lace fabric properly, like the amount needed for the skirt part. Remember not to waste fabric, so just fold the amounts that you need for the fabric. And then to retain your selvage, I'm going to be showing you a trick you can use to retain your selvage and still get that shaped hemline. to get that shaped hemline and still retain the selvage of your lace. So you see that space, that 2-inch space, you are going to hold it in like a dart. You are going to be sewing it in like a dart. When you sew it in, you will see that it gives you that curve and then still retains your selvage of the lace, and the hemline comes out looking so fine. So that's what you do. You are going to remember to cut, please remember to cut it exact so you don't get excess on any parts. So after this, you cut out the back parts, the same thing, the same way. When you are joining the hem, remember to take in that dart of the 2 inches. You're going to be sewing like 1 inch that you sew 1 inch that unfold and sew it into the hemline, and then that's how you get your selvage and still get that slant, that mermaid slant at the hem, to give it that nice look at the hem. So that is it, guys. Thank you. If you have watched this video to this point and you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, drop a comment, ask your questions. I will be in the comment section to answer your questions. And if there's any video you'd like me to put up, please drop it in the comment section. This is the results when we're done. It was used for a cupped bustier, and then this is the front. The down wasn't really showing, but it was really giving. And then this is the back part. You can see how nice and sweet is looking.